What's up, guys? I'm back today with another video. Today we're going to be doing the headliner. If you don't know, I've been doing a bunch of cosmetic stuff. I did the carpet last week and actually got some new floor mats in here to help smooth out those crinkly spaces as well, because I didn't get it quite perfect. But today we're going to be doing the headliner, and as you can see right here, it's actually completely ripped off of half of the entire thing. The entire back portion is just foam now. And every time you bump your head against it, it just gets dust everywhere. So we're going to go ahead and do those today. Hopefully I'll be able to find something for these T-tops. They are just completely falling apart now. But we should be able to find something for those. So we're going to do headliners today, and I've got a new one from Motorsport Auto. And the first thing we're going to do is undo the mirror, or the visors right here. So there's two Phillips heads there, one on both sides, and then our mirror mount right here for our rear view mirror. I've actually broken mine off, it's sitting right there, so I need to fix that as well. But we're gonna go ahead and undo those first, and then we should be able to move on. Alright, so as you can see, we went ahead and got this mirror out, or the sun visor, and this kind of like gets hooked up right here. There's like a little spring, let's see. There's like this little kind of spring thing, you just kind of got to wiggle out, comes out really easily. But other than that, we also pulled off this hook that was holding it right here. That came out with just a Phillips head as well. And I also found some old aviator glasses. These are legit, I think they're Ray-Bans. You can barely see right there. Right there, it kind of says Ray-Bans on them, so that's pretty cool. Pretty old, came with the car. I found them a few weeks ago, but I forgot about them. So we're just going to leave them in there for nostalgia. And I went ahead and did the same thing with the other side. And you can see right up here where the headliner meets the metal roof. And so that's what we're going ahead and take off. So we're going to go ahead and remove some of the pieces now. Alright, so the next step in taking this off is going to be this dome light right here. And you can see I've already got mine off, because when everything was getting pulled off, it actually broke mine. I did get a replacement, I just haven't installed it yet. But you take off the white plastic cover for the dome light, and then it should be 2 more screws, and then this, in order to get this off. And so now this is free from the metal behind it. You can actually feel the metal if you put your hand back here. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to these little screws right here along the T-tops. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is get off these pillars right here in the front. It's actually really easy. As you can see, I've kind of started on this one right here. And there's a drain behind it, so you don't want to pull too hard, because you could pull that off. That's a T-top drain. If you do get a hole in that, it will leak into the cabin. But basically what I did is I got this pry tool right here. And you can get the non-marring ones that are plastic. This one happens to be metal. I would suggest the plastic if you could get one. And I just put it in and I pried it out. Let me see. So here are the little tabs. You can see those. If you pull straight towards the center of the car, kind of towards the steering wheel area, it should just pop right out. And just be careful with it, because it is like a foam kind of, but other than that, it should just be really easy. And now there should be one more piece right here. This little Phillips head is going to be able to get the rest of this T-top trim off. So we'll go ahead and undo that on both sides. Alright, so once you go ahead and get that screw out, that's going to be the only thing left holding in the T-top trim. And so you're going to want to go ahead and remove your T-top like this. And I know it is winter, but if you can do it, go ahead and remove it, because it actually locks a pin through right here, which holds it on as well. So we're going to go ahead and just gently pull off the T-top trim all the way around here. As you can see, it comes off very easily. Alright, now that we have the T-top trims removed, we have a few more screws, which one is going to be right here in the back of the car, and then one right here in the front of the car. And we're going to go ahead and remove those on both sides. Alright, now I'm sitting here in the rear hatch, and what we're going to do is undo this one trim piece along the top here. So you can see that a little better. This one trim piece here, you should be able to just pry it right off. Alright, now when you're pulling off this trim, you actually want to pull it back towards you while you're taking it off, because it actually slides in. It's kind of hard to see into a little metal tab right there. And so you're going to pull it back and it'll slide towards you. And you're going to have to finagle a little bit with this rear panel right here as well, because it is kind of overlapping right there. So we're going to go ahead and just massage this carefully backwards and try not to break anything. Alright, so as you can see, here are those tabs that were holding it in. They each kind of did pop a little bit when I pulled them off. I didn't break anything. It's just the metal on metal. So once you get those off, you should be ready to go ahead and start removing the headliner. Alright guys, now we're going to go ahead and come up to the front here, and we're going to start pulling the cardboard down, and it should just fall down very loosely. But there is one more thing, and it is this dome light up here, the front. I think it's called the map light or something. And we're not actually going to unplug it. There are these little metal tabs on the side. It's kind of hard to see. Right there. We're going to go ahead and push those in, and it should actually release the dome light itself. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then fold it back up and through here so we can take the rest of this cardboard out. And if yours is like mine, there's like a bunch of dead bugs in here, so be very careful not to destroy your interior, so you have to vacuum everything when you're done with this. Alright, so once I got those silver tabs on the side out, I was able to unclip it. It actually broke when I unclipped it, so, and yours probably will too, just because it is so old. This little piece broke off on top here. But there it is, we got it out now. So we should be able to continue forward with removing the rest of this headliner cardboard. One thing to note, guys, if you do have an automatic climate control from the digital dash package, there will be another sensor up here, and that one's just going to be the temperature sensor, so go ahead and unplug that as well. I don't have it, so I can't show you, but that is just a heads up if you do have that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull this down and forward, and it should come out of the car, and we're going to probably go ahead and slide it out the rear hatch just for ease. Alright, if all went as planned, you should now have your top out, and just pull it forward and slide it all the way towards the front of the dash, and then it'll get out of these little grooves right here behind this trim panel, and you should be able to go ahead and just move it straight out the back again. So as you can see, I've got mine right over here. I'm going to go ahead now, remove what's left of this old stuff, which is just this top piece right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and get some spray adhesive. We're going to spray down this foam, the cardboard underneath, and we should be able to start setting the old one in. Alright guys, so I'm in the middle of putting the new headliner on right now. I'll tell you a little bit about what I did. And there's two ways you can do it. So you can see here's the new stuff. It actually looks really nice. You can't really see it as well on there, but this is a very nice fabric. I love it. It's very soft. But what I did is I went ahead and just stuck it down on the ground, the cardboard, and then I took that spray adhesive right there that came with the kit, and I just sprayed all over the cardboard, and then I rolled down from on top of this chair as I was pushing it with my hand so that it would smooth out perfectly into all the crevices and everything. And I did it from that end to about right here, and then from here over to there, so 2 sections, just so that I could get it manageable enough. One thing that I would recommend though is I have my vacuum cleaner right here. The old one, at least for me, had a lot of like foam that you could just wipe your hand along it and it would just completely just come off. So I went ahead and took this, and mine actually has like this attachment right here with this brush on it, and it actually cleaned that off really well if you vacuum it. So I went ahead and vacuumed it like that, and it took all that stuff off that'll just peel off and it won't help it stick very well. So that is going to help it, especially along like here where there's these curves, these head bumps. I think this is just for my 2+2. This is where the passengers sit in the back. So yours might not have that, but it helped a lot. I think it's going to stick very well. And as you can see right now, I'm just doing the edges. I just cut along kind of the outside, and now I'm just doing these, and then I'm going to go and cut with a very sharp blade at the very end, the final pieces. The other option, because I rolled the entire piece on, here's all the extra stuff that I have, right? The other option would be to go ahead and just cut out this pattern on the original piece itself before you go ahead and glue it like I did. And then it's a little bit more manageable, but I like this better just in case I had a lot more extra room on either side, just in case. But there you go. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and then we should be able to install it when we're done here. Alright guys, here's the finished product. As you can see, it came out pretty nice. I'm actually extremely satisfied with how it came out. I haven't quite cut away these holes yet for the lights. I can't put it in because it snowed last night, unfortunately for me. But it's pretty much all done. These little concave pieces here came out really nicely. And it just all looks 100% perfect. I haven't quite cut out all of these little pieces up here for the mirror yet. You can see I made a slit for that. And I haven't made the one for the mirror right here. I did do this one on this side. Let's see if we can focus. And what I did is I actually cut it and then stuck something in so it pushed it out and sprayed a bunch of glue around it so it would stay open like that. and I think it actually came out pretty well. I'll probably do the same thing for the other side. But there you go, guys. If you have any questions, go ahead and just ask down below, and I will see if I can answer them for you. This was pretty good. I should have a link to Motorsport Auto where I got this in the description, as well as the Z31.com article that told me how to do this, so you guys can see written instructions as well. It's pretty much exactly what I did, just written out. So there you go, guys.